Judas Iscariot. The name itself is synonymous with betrayal. The man who sold his friend and his master for 30 pieces of silver. We all know his story, and we all know his tragic end. He hanged himself. But a closer look at the biblical evidence reveals a more complex and disturbing truth. There are two different accounts of Judas's death, and they seem to contradict each other. This is not a mistake in the Bible. It is a profound and essential part of the story, a symbolic message that we often miss. Matthew's Gospel gives us the familiar account. Judas, filled with remorse, throws the 30 pieces of silver into the temple and goes and hangs himself. But the book of Acts gives us a different account. Peter tells us that Judas bought a field with the money from his treachery. And there he fell headlong and burst open in the middle, and all his intestines gushed out. This is not the same story. So what is the truth? The two accounts are not contradictory, they are complementary. The Bible often uses symbolic language to convey a deeper truth. Matthew's account of Judas hanging himself is a reference to the hanging of a faithful and innocent man. It is a subtle, but powerful, reference to the death of Jesus himself, a comparison between two men who chose a different path. Judas's death is a mirror of Jesus's death on the cross, a tragic and ironic end to a man who had chosen a path of self-destruct. The account in Acts is a different kind of symbolism. It tells us that Judas's end was a direct result of his treachery. He bought a field, a piece of land that was meant to be his reward, and it became the place of his death. The field he bought became the field of blood, a testament to the fact that his actions had a permanent and tragic consequence. It is a story of a man who got what he wanted, but it brought him to a bitter end. The real end of Judas is not just a tragic story of a traitor. It is a profound and unsettling lesson about the consequences of our choices. It is a story that reminds us that our actions have a permanent impact, and that the things we seek for ourselves can often be the very things that lead to our destruction. The two accounts of Judas's death are a powerful reminder that our actions have a spiritual consequence, and that betrayal is a sin that has a permanent and bitter end.